Boston Primary School just to take us through our devotional exercise.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Finals and dance for the 2025 season. We have a lot of pieces on show today, a lot of schools. Boston is one of them, Cambridge is one of them. Boston is here, there are schools that are to perform and our parents here. So we ask that you, Lord, that you guide the steps that are coming, guide the buses. Guide those who are walking so that they get here on time. Alright, so we have some wonderful performances lined up, but it's always dark, so all the students here, please ensure that when you get to the stage, that you go and you give it your all. Alright, so I'm going to be inviting Mrs. Jen Price. She's the president of the Lay Magistrates Association, Portland chapter. And of course, she'll be representing the Honorable William Cox, the CEJB Customs Controller of Portland. So please put your hands together and welcome to give the opening remarks, Mrs. Jen Price, representing the Honorable William Cox.
Present, good morning to everyone. I'm honored this morning to stand before you to officially open the Jamaica Culture of pride, purpose, and passion. The Parish Festival competition finals in the dance category is about nurturing and empowering the next generation of cultural leaders. It's about providing a platform for our young people to express themselves, to develop their talents, and to share their vision to the world. To our participants, I urge you to give your all, to pour your heart and soul into every performance. Remember that this is not just about competition, it's about sharing your gift to the world and leaving a lasting impression on the audience. To the audience, I invite you to be immersed in the magic of the performances, to let the music move you, and to be inspired by the talent and creativity on display. In closing, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to JCDC, the organizers, the sponsors, and the volunteers who have worked tirelessly to make this day possible for us to realize and celebrate our rich cultural diversity. Your dedication and commitment to the arts are truly commendable. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to declare today's parish finals open. Let the music begin and let the performances unfold. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. This is Jen Price, President of the Lay Magistrates Association Portland chapter. And of course, she was representing the Honorable Lincoln Cox, the CEJB Customs Controller for the Parish of Portland. Alright, so we should have had a greeting coming from Mrs. Marjorie Curtin, Director of Community Cultural Development Services Division at the JCDC. And I know in her usual fashion, she would like to welcome everybody and to say have a fantastic day. And I'm sure, knowing where she is, she would also like me to wish you a warm and wonderful presentation on stage. And she will be telling you, every single person that comes on this stage, now remember that this is dance. And when this is dance, you have to come and you have to show your energy. because that is what the judges are looking for. Remember all the moves, all the routines, but you have to do it with energy and the conviction. So therefore, that is what Mrs. Marjorie would have been telling you today. And wherever she is, I wish her a wonderful day, and I hope she have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 2025. All right, so we are now going to be hearing the outline of the day's activities, and that will be coming from Mr. Patrick Earl. Mr. Patrick Earl is a dance development specialist at the JCDC. And of course, a celebrity in his own right, being on TVJ, doing dancing with Neverland Sport. Yes, yes, showing all the JCDC's talent, because they're all talented persons, educators, and professionals in their own right. So please put your hands together and welcome our national and local celebrity, Mr. Patrick Earl, dance development specialist at the JCDC.
So it's a pleasure to be here today to ensure that the work of the JCDC continues. So as was stated, this is your parish finals, and you're the first parish to be having their parish finals. Good? Second round, I can't say the correction. But there is no place like Portland, so I can't compare, right? So I can't compare. So it's a pleasure to be here. So, as with any adjudication process, we have esteemed adjudicators here to guide us through that process. So we have three lovely ladies at the table right here. We have Miss Michelle Patterson. Good. Then we have Miss Phyllis Williams, Mrs. Phil Williams, yes, I get over. And then we have Miss Maria Hitchin. Good, so they are here this morning to guide us. Put your hands together for them. So now teachers can be reminded, in order to go on to national, which is in the month of April, the second week of April to be exact, you must score a mark above 90 and above. And if you have two competitors in the same class and category, only the highest score will move on. So let us say we have two schools in a particular category, and both schools get a goal, but one scores 91 and the other scores 95. Only the 95 will move on to Kingston. Good? Another thing to be reminded of, teachers, we will call a lineup. Good? So we will call about 5 schools in the lineup. I need for you to take your music to the sound engineer and ensure that there is compatibility. What does that mean? Ensure that your music can play on the system that he has. Good? So test your music before the students go on stage. Because once we press play, there is no starting over. Right? So organize yourself to ensure that you have everything together. Whenever there is a performance on stage, I am asking kindly that there should not be anybody walking around. Good? No one should pass in front of the adjudicator's table at any time. Good? When a performance is on stage, it is important that we all remain quiet, and at the end of the presentation, you can show your appreciation, but not while the performance is on stage, not while the performance is going on. Am I clear? Am I clear? Right, so teachers help me to remind the students, and I know that everybody's not here, So when the others arrive, I want you to communicate the same thing to them. If you are not affiliated with a particular school on stage, you are not permitted to take any still photography or video. You can't take any picture and you cannot take any video of the presentation on stage. If you are affiliated with that.
And of course, he gave you an outline of the day's activities. And of course, I'd like to just reiterate some of what Mr. Hurd just said. And most importantly, for all the persons who will be performing today, it is critical for you to understand the marking and what you need to do to get to the results that you need. So therefore, 71 to 80, that's a bronze medal, so that's a good performance. 81 to 90 is a silver medal, so that's a, it's back. So that was Boston Primary and Infant School, with their presence class 2 gracefully broken. So we're asking the other items within that category, within the praise dance category, namely Portatorial Primary Culture Club, which is little worshippers. And of course, there's another Boston Primary Infant School item, says class 2, but I'm wondering if that's class 3, with the praise dance as well. Buffalo Primary School, you're supposed to get ready for your Jamaican Creative Folk Dance, which is Island Vibes. So, and the Portatorial Primary, you're supposed to get ready as well for your class 3 little worshippers praise dance. Just to remind you of the other upcoming parish final dates in 2025. So today we are at dance, but on a Friday, March 7th, traditional folk forms will be here, right at Case. So that's Friday, March 7th, save the date. Traditional folk forms will be here at Case. Drama will be on Wednesday, March 12th, 2025 at the Wednesday Holiness Church. So that's drama, Wednesday, March 12th, 2025 at the Wednesday Holiness Church. That will be followed by Speech Day 1 on Friday, March 14th. That's Speech Day 1 on Friday, March 14th at Wednesday Holiness Church. Then we go to music the following week on Monday, March 17th. At the Wednesday Holiness Church, we have Music Parish Finals, and that will be followed by Speech Day 2 on Friday, March 28th at Wednesday Holiness Church. That's Speech Day 2, Friday, March 28th at Wednesday Holiness Church. The dates are to the back of the program, so the upcoming parish final dates are to the back of the program. And Mr. Hurd did say that your national finals in dance will be sometime in April. So you'll be communicated as to who the persons that will be moving from the parish finals to the national finals. And as was said, you need to score more than 90 points. You have to score 91 and above to get there. And if you're in the same category and you have two schools getting gold medals, then the higher gold medal will go to the national final. So the higher gold scoring, the medal, the highest scoring gold medal will move on to the national finals in April. So we are awaiting the other group. I know you had some challenges getting to the venue, so you're just changing. So teachers and leaders, we're asking you to work with us as best as possible. So let's look at your programs as a